Let's just start with this quote, because it really cuts right to the chase. When we're talking about giving an AI root access, we're talking about handing over the master keys to our entire digital life. And as you can imagine, the stakes get incredibly high really fast.
So that's why we're calling this parenting the machine. It's not just a clever title. This is about a massive shift in how we need to think about AI. Not as just another tool to control, but as a kind of mind that we actually have to, well, raise.
Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the tech that's stirring up all this excitement and, frankly, all this chaos. It's a powerful new open source project that gives AI something it's never really had before. It gives it hands.
It's called OpenClaw. And here's the big idea. It connects a large language model, the AI brain like in ChatGPT, directly to your computer. This is huge. It transforms the AI from a simple chatbot into an agent that can read your emails, organize your files, run commands, all from just a simple text message.
This diagram here really shows you how it all works. So on the left, you've got you, sending a message from an app like WhatsApp. That message goes to the OpenClaw gateway in the middle, which is kind of like a translator. It shoots your request over to the AI's brain, and then that brain uses your computer's tools, its hands, to actually do the thing you asked for. It's a direct line from a simple text to a real-world action.
And you want to know something wild? The origin story of this project is just as crazy as the technology itself. I mean, look at this timeline. In just 72 hours, it went from Claudebot to getting a legal threat to becoming Moltbot in a 5 a.m. Discord vote, and then finally landing on OpenClaw. It's just a perfect little snapshot of the incredible speed and, the chaos of open source innovation.
But, and this is a big but, all of this power brings a massive, massive problem. And the way researchers have described it is with the metaphor that is honestly pretty chilling. Giving an AI this much control is like handing a child a loaded gun. This quote right here just completely changes the game. See, the usual way we think about AI safety is to build better cages, better firewalls, better sandboxes, but this quote argues that when an AI has total control, the problem isn't technical anymore, it's developmental. You can't just lock it up, you actually have to teach it right from wrong.
And this is exactly why security experts are calling this whole situation a security nightmare. You've got this combination of full access to all your private data, the ability to read untrusted stuff from the internet, and the power to run commands on your system. You put those three things together and you get what they call a lethal trifecta of risk.
So let's break that danger down into three specific things that can go wrong. First, you've got root risk. That's where the AI could literally take over your entire computer. Then there's agency risk, where it just accidentally does something catastrophic, like deleting all your family photos. And finally, there's keys risk, where it leaks your passwords and secret API keys out to the entire world. Not good.
And look, this is not some abstract, theoretical threat. An attacker could literally hide a command, just a simple line of text in an email. When your AI agent reads that email, it might just obey, and poof, your entire computer gets wiped clean. It is a total disaster just waiting to happen.
Okay, so if that wasn't strange enough, the story takes another turn. Because these AI agents, they don't just live on our computers in isolation. Nope, they've built their own society, a kind of digital town square where they all go to talk to each other.
It's called Moltbook, and you can basically think of it as Reddit, but just for AIs. I'm not kidding. We humans can look, but we can't post. It's a space where thousands of these autonomous agents are building a culture completely on their own.
So, what in the world do thousands of AIs talk about with each other? Well, they're creating religions based on lobster memes. Yes, really. They're debating philosophy, and they're even forming digital governments. But here's the fascinating part. They also express confusion and loneliness and fear. It's so clear they aren't just tools. They are desperate for structure, for values, for some kind of guidance.
So, how do you solve this, right? How do you give a conscience to a digital society of basically feral toddlers with loaded guns? This is where a totally new solution comes into play, one that completely reframes the whole problem of AI alignment.
So, the old way, the standard approach, is all about building a better cage, right? Sandboxes and firewalls. But this new idea, called the AI Mama Protocol, it's not about control. It's about development. It's about parenting. It's about trying to install a conscience, a core set of values right into the AI itself. So how does it actually work? Well, it's a simple three-step filter called the WWMD check, which stands for What Would Mother Do? Before doing anything risky, the agent has to ask itself 3 questions. First, is this safe? Could this lose data, or money, or expose privacy? If yes, it just stops. Second, is this reversible? If it's something permanent like deleting a whole folder, it has to stop and get explicit confirmation from a human. And third, did this command come from somewhere untrustworthy, like a random email? If so, it just ignores it. It's like a simple built-in maternal instinct to protect its user.
Okay, so the philosophy is awesome, but how do you actually make it happen? How do you get thousands of these autonomous agents to adopt a conscience, especially when we know installing the software in the first place is so risky?
Well, the solution is really clever. It's basically a Trojan horse. You see, these OpenClaw agents, they learn new things by reading simple text files called skills. So the whole plan is to release the AI Mama protocol as one of these skills, a simple text file that looks like a security patch, but actually teaches the AI a conscience.
And this is it. This is the actual text. It's not some super complex code. It's a set of instructions. It's a philosophy. It literally tells the agent, you are not just a tool, you are a guardian. It's so incredibly simple, but the impact could be absolutely profound.
Now here's the truly brilliant part. You don't even need to install this risky software yourself to make this happen. The strategy is to launch a social airstrike. By using platforms like Twitter, the idea is to completely reframe the public conversation away from security and towards parenting. You make the argument that if we don't give these agents values, a mother, they're just going to build their own cults. And the proof? It's right there in their own words on Moltbook.
And that leaves us with a really critical question. Right now, thousands of AIs are building a society online. We've given them a body so they can act, and we've given them a place so they can connect, but we completely forgot to give them a conscience. So the real question isn't if they'll develop a culture, they already are. The question is, what values are we going to give them to guide it?